Good morning, everyone. This is Tuesday, the 25th day of November 2025. This video is all about how the villagers rubbished bandits. And at the end, the bandits, the terrorists, they now have to even pay on top of the people they kidnapped to bring them back to their homes. This sounds so strange because it has not been happening before. What happened? You are going to listen to the video. But let me give you an explanatory introduction. You know, the bandits are well-known people. Don't forget the voice of the current governor of Zamfara State when he made this statement.
Like I said, we know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them as a government?
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher.
It is something that we are trying to all put our heads together. That is why, from what I can do as a governor, to have this CPG as a first line of defense. Of course, military are there. Police are there, as well as civil defense, but they are not under my control. They are under the control of federal government. And they're
yes, these people are well known. They know their parents. They know where they live. So what happened? The bandits, the terrorists, they came to kidnap some persons, and it happens that they now identify one of them. That we know this person, we know his family, we know where he's coming from. You know what they did? They now went to their house. They now kidnapped his family members. So when the terrorists caught, you have to bring ransom, your people is in our possession. You know what they did? They said, oh, no problem. You can take him as long as you want. Your own people is also in our possession. Take a listen to what this guy said.
3 days back, bandits attack a village in Sabomblini, Babamnu village in Kastina State. What they did is they kidnapped some villages, took them to the bush. The same way they did in Kwara State. They attack a church and they pick some church members, demanding for 100 million each. That amounted to 3.8 billion naira. For how many people? 38 people, maybe 32 people. So this bandit that is no longer seen on end to Nigeria, they went to this village, Babanu village in Sabombilini local government in Kastina State. They decided to kidnap some villagers, then they took him to the bush. So the villagers and some vigilante, they sit together, they say, no, we know those people, we know those bad people. There is no way, no how we go allow this thing to go like this. This is what we are going to do. Let us go to the people, the family of those people, and also kidnap them. They went there, they also picked their brothers and their parents to the bush. So when bandits call for negotiation, they say, oh God, no worry. He don't buy those one for there, we go buy this one this side. Or else, you return our people back, we return your parents and your brothers back to you. You know what happened? Trade by barter occur without any problem. So after 2 or 3 days, those villagers were not willing to release those family members. So bandits, they first of all release those people that they kidnapped first time, giving them 30,000 naira as transport fare to come back to their villages before the villages release their family members back to them. You see, as this equation don't balance, if you know somebody that is your problem, you know the solution to give that person. Now, bandits don't do business, the business not even can work. Now they even can spend money out on top. After kidnapping somebody, demanding for ransom for so days, you discover that your parent and your brothers are still with that person you kidnapped his brother too. So you end up returning the adopted person, giving him 30,000 naira transport. You see, as up there, they come for not now. Sokoto people, Buhari people, really try things they work like this.
Now, You know, this video started trending the day before yesterday and yesterday for me to be sure of what I am posting, because I don't like a situation where I post something, maybe at the end you come to verify that this thing is not true or it did not happen. So I was able to put call across to verify that such a thing did actually happen. They told me yes, it happened. So that is the reason why I am publishing this video today. A lot of, most people must have seen this video yesterday, day before yesterday, and so on and so forth. Now, let us talk about this matter. If actually I know the people who are terrorizing me, I think they won't terrorize me. They won't, because I am going to always fight back. I'm going to do, the measure they give me will also be the measure they will receive. So what actually happened here is trade by barter. You kidnap my people, I kidnap your people. So the question now is, if these people now leave Zamfara, they leave Kastina, they now come to Enugu, they go to Kwara, they go to Ogomosho, they go to all these south states where nobody knows them. We don't know these people. We don't know all these Fulani militia. We don't know them. Do you see the difference between the terrorism in the northern Nigeria and the south? Because in the north, there is a possibility that you may know your people who are terrorizing you. But if these people now leave the north and come to the south, there is, 100% tendency that you want to even figure out whether they are Nigerians or not. So this is a very, big problem. But I thank the villagers who took the courage, because I now understand what the video I played to you from Dauda and Hawa, the governor of Zamfara State, when he said, we know these terrorists, but they are not like these terrorists. It's not under our capacity to stop them. They are not stoppable by us. It is the work of the federal government. I understand what he said very well. That is to say that these bandits are the faction of the federal government. They use them for elections. They use them to implement Sharia. They use them for this. They use them for religious purposes. They use them anything they want to use them. Now, the main issue here that always troubles a lot of people is that all these terrorists are not behind the bars. If you go to prison, you won't see all these terrorists. The other day, Ansaru, the leader of Ansaru terrorists, 2 of them were arrested. Now, I told people that these people, either they release them or they will just give them unfair trial to the detriment of the people and give them a little punishment. And before they could even say 2 years to 3 years, they will release them. The 2 Ansaru terrorists were given 20 years imprisonment, 10 years, 2 of them. Go and read the CTC of the judgment. The head of Ansaru terrorists, they have killed army generals, they have wiped away families, they have carried out bomb attacks and so on and so forth, and they confessed that they did. They were given 10 years imprisonment. And before 2 years, they will release them. That is what is going on now. I was also listening to News Central Television, where a journalist was giving testimony and narrating what transpired, his experience in prison, because he was just reporting the truth. Take a listen.
In 2017, for instance, there was an attack in Bakin Kogi, Kaninkong. And Channels TV, I'll mention names, said 7 houses were burnt and 4 people were killed. I left Port Harcourt to southern Kaduna. I counted 150 houses, and I saw a mass grave containing 21 persons. So the media is also complicit in what is happening in the Middle Belt. Thank God for News Central for what you're doing. Unfortunately, you are very young. You started in 2017 or thereabout. But these atrocities have been going on for many years. Before I founded Middle Belt Times, let me tell you why. I was writing for various platforms. And sometimes when I write my stories, they will tell me that these guys are not terrorists. They are unknown gunmen or they are bandits. And one day I spoke to an editor. I said, look, sir, don't publish my story. And in 2019, of course, because if you must speak the truth as a journalist in this country, then you must be ready to face the consequences. 2019, I spent 162 days in prison for my uncompromised reportage. And when I was stepping into Kaduna prison, the first thing I wanted to see were the terrorists that have been terrorizing our people. I didn't find any. The few I found, including the ones who killed the Agwam Adara in 2018, they were looking better than me that was coming from outside in the prison. As of today, I don't know their whereabouts. They may have been released, because I remember meeting a certain Adamu in Kaduna prison who told me something. He said, look, Badejima Abaza Mukoma Mali. He was arrested for illegal possession of firearm. That's a capital offense. The security agents are no longer here. I heard somebody talking about the judiciary. It's a compromised judiciary. It is. When I got to prison, I saw a lot of young men from Southern Kaduna who were standing trial for simply trying to defend their communities. I wept bitterly.
Now, do you see the reason why I am not losing sleep because of the conviction of Nnamdi Kanu? These are political decisions by the Islamic State we have in Nigeria. The current regime we have in Nigeria is an Islamic State regime. Those people who are bent on supporting terrorists, their judiciary is bent on supporting terrorists, but stand up against what the terrorists are doing. Boom, they will put you behind the bars. That is what is going on. They will put you behind the bars for standing up for the people. So these are the nonsense and, but it's a pity. It's a pity. It's a pity that the voice of the people have been silenced. It's a pity that your mass media, mainstream media are complicit to it. It's a pity that most journalists well recognized, in Nigeria are compromised. It's a pity. It's a pity. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm Okochapi myself, a conflict reporter. Let me know what you think about this.